What's going on, everybody? I'm Aaron.
And I'm Aaron.
Welcome to our show, Crypto Cosm, where I bring you the astrological forecast.
And I bring you your daily crypto news. And today, we're finally starting off fresh again, and we're turning it back around and hopefully going back at least towards the moon.
Green!
For the first time in a week and a half now. So, a little quick recap. 850 billion just about a week and a half ago. Total market cap, 850 big ones.
Where are we at?
We went down to 415 just earlier this afternoon.
415.
And now we're stabilizing right around 550, and we're still looking good.
415 to 550 in a matter of hours.
We're looking at about 130 billion-ish in just a matter of a few hours. So I know you guys are feeling pretty good about those portfolios once again as the tide turns. So in terms of talking about stability, I wanted to kind of touch on BitConnect. Now, when I first say that, I know some of you might shudder, and rightly so. But BitConnect is a lending platform to kind of give those a heads up on what it actually is, or should I say was. What happened with BitConnect? Well, there was some cease and desist orders that were posted on the internet these last few days, actually. I think now
you never want a cease and desist order. And now we're talking about like this budding, rising cryptocurrency that everyone was excited to jump on board to.
Yeah.
And the carpet just got pulled from underneath. All right.
That's right. And obviously, I think those individuals didn't really do their homework in terms of what it actually was, because in the actual agreement of using the BitConnect lending platform, it says very plain and clear, even if we decide to up and shut down our website for no apparent reason, you lose all of your money. That's not something that I'm comfortable with.
That's a pretty honest disclaimer, by the way. That's a very honest disclaimer.
So if that doesn't give a red flag, I don't know what does. So BitConnect's coin, they have their own currency coin, and it was topping out at about 450, right around the area when Bitcoin was at 20,000. Since then, it's gone down about 100, 150 bucks, and just recently, now last I checked, is at $30.
That is a big drop.
So they've been posing these cease desist orders, and I believe the carpet has been pulled out, and the Ponzi scheme is finally, the bottom has fallen out from under itself. And it's really kind of a sad day for those individuals that had all their money locked up in this lending platform for months at a time. So I hope you guys got your returns and made at least some or all or maybe more of that than you'd actually put in. Good for you guys. As for the rest, it's just one of those things.
You know, that's where we're at right now as well. So we're going to be talking about stability a lot on this show. Again, Capricorn is about stability, stable. It is the most stable in the zodiac, okay? And Saturn, the ruling planet of Capricorn, moved back in there on December 19th. We got 2.5 years as this is traveling through there, okay? Stable, stable, stable is the name of the game here. That's right. And you know, where we're at as well in this, it's like we're finding rubies, we're finding emeralds, we're finding diamonds, we're finding gold and platinum and charcoal pyrite, you know, fool's gold, we're finding quartz crystals. You know, there's all of these things are valuable. Okay, now and I'm comparing these to cryptocurrency. It's just like all of these coins, they exist, and if they exist, there is value in any of these companies. But
even though you can't see them, they're very shiny.
Right, very, very shiny. And it's just like we're figuring out though right now, like what is the worth of this? What is the worth? Which one of these is the gold? Which one is going to be the standard in trade currency? Which one of these is the platinum, which is more valuable but not as often used? What is the diamond? What is the one hard concrete diamond? Saturn rains diamonds, okay? It rains diamonds on Saturn.
Really?
That's crazy, okay? Talking about atmospheric pressure, Jesus, man, that is serious, okay? That's why this is a serious planet. When it's coming home into Capricorn, it's like this is serious. There's a gravity, there's a weight, there is an energy to this, and it's like sign on the dotted line. This is serious, you know. And it's like BitConnect is. You're out of the game. I'm sorry. Right now. You're out of the game. You're not stable. You're out. Right. Get off the monkey bars, dude. You're gone. You know. So, what else? Where else are we at?
Enough talking about this red. I want to talk about something green. We're back on the green playing field. We're back with the color green. It's probably my favorite color. At least this year it is anyway. But along with those green numbers, we want to talk about green energy. We want to talk elaborate on this stability factor.
That's right.
In terms of kind of what we see going on and what's up and coming in some of these different countries and
Speaking of up and coming, yeah, we like to play a game in astrology called What's the Same, What's Different. You know, we look at this table today, what's different? I got a sweet mug.
That's right.
It's got planets and stuff on it. What's the same, what's different? What's the same, what's different? Today, on the 18th, we have Venus is moving into Aquarius, okay? The moon, if we just hit this, it was a hard new moon, man. It was great. There's this great energy, but at the same time, if you're watching your charts, Venus, the sun, the moon, all squaring Uranus. Again, that, unstoppable force with the wall that will not move. And it's just like there's conflict, butting of heads, and we had seen it thoroughly in the charts, okay? We had seen it in our daily living, I think. It was an interesting day.
Now, while that wouldn't move, was it about $415 billion in total market cap, just for the record? I was thankful for that wall.
So, right. Okay, but now we're moving on. We're moving past that. That has happened. We're moving forward. So here on the 18th, we have Venus moving into Aquarius. The moon is moving into Aquarius. It's about 2.5 days for the moon, and it's about 30 days for Venus to travel through. Okay, so Aquarius is the future. Aquarians the future, all right? They love it, they know it too. Aquarians love humanity and hate humans. Aquarians are intelligent, they are just super intelligent, communicative people. They love being unique. They love forward-thinking, futuristic. Yes, stable is key. I mean, Saturn also is a kind of a co-ruling sign of Aquarius, so it is a stability of Saturn, but Aquarius, the ruling planet of Aquarius is Uranus, that sign of breakthrough, the electricity, okay? Although it's an air sign, it's the water bearer. It's known as the water bearer. And the great thing about that is it's like the water in the air that allows the electricity to travel, okay? So we're talking about the grid. We're talking about future thinking. We're talking about power, all right? Does any of these things ring a bell when we're...
Absolutely. Speaking of power ledger. And another one we have on the table is Grid Plus. Now both of these coins, or companies I should say, that have coins, are actually rolling out, are actually on their second year of their plans with a full 2 years ahead of themselves in their roadmap. So
that's
they've got a lot.
Huge. They have a roadmap till 2020.
Yes, so they got a lot of good things up and coming too. Not just smart grids. Like I say smart grid and people think like your smart TV or your smart cell phone. It'd be more comparable to a cell phone.
I can YouTube to it?
Yeah.
I can cast cryptocosm to it?
I can stream something to it.
Yeah.
So if we're comparing it to a smart TV, this is genius. Genius.
All right.
So the fact
I'm all
that
ears.
These companies are putting together these energy grid systems in such a fashion that they have automated agents and AI computers running these electrical grid systems. They're monitoring your energy and they're monitoring they will be monitoring your energy and my energy. And how much energy do you use in the summer? How much do you use in the winter? How much do I use? How much do I not use?
Yeah.
How much more energy am I creating off of my solar panels that I'm not going to be using?
You got solar panels?
Not yet, but it's coming. It's coming.
So sweet.
But they're going to be taking a look at all of these different things and really calculating and kind of forming up a plan to be able to release this energy in storage platforms and things like that to people so that energy can be smartly distributed throughout the ecosystem.
And that's something we're not going to just stop using.
Right.
There's technology that comes and goes, and there's technology that just sticks around. Forks and knives, they're not going anywhere. We don't need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to forks and knives. We can make them stronger, diamond plated, whatever. But it's like, certain things, they're just, okay, is what it is. So it's like, we're not going to stop using power. We're not going to it's not going anywhere, So a lot of these coins are going to come up and go. They're genius ideas that might spring up. And then, well, whatever happens. But we're talking about, we're talking about stability. Power, and we use it every single day.
And I think just when I was talking about the solar panels, you're like, do you have solar panels? I was like, no, not yet. But panels. I mean, with the solar panels that they're coming out with nowadays, Elon Musk's indestructible, what are they, shingles?
Yeah.
Indestructible shingles. He wanted to have an infinity.
That's amazing.
An infinite insurance policy. So if they ever broke or anything happened, they've said basically the shingles would outlast our life.
sign me up, right? That's something I could invest in. That's something,
Definitely
future-proofing.
for the cost of an actual roof the way it is now. So
Right.
it doesn't make sense not to have it.
Right.
And that's really where we're going to see a lot of these things going. And it's not like they're up and going right now. It's they have a 2-year plan. We're still developing. We're really big into the green energy scene. And for these companies to have these grid systems over Australia and all over Europe, to be able to make this as great as it could be, they have to have a network.
Right.
And by the time we get there, they're already going to be in place and be in that #1 spot to be able to have this access to.
And that's why I think they're great. Again, forward-thinking, future companies that are stable, solid, and have a game plan that's already 2 years ahead of us. To me, that's huge. Is there any other companies that you see right now? Because again, we're going back up. We're going back green. It's just like, okay, it's time to make some moves. I know personally, my account, it was hard. It's hard to make some of these moves sometimes when it's just like everything had hit the red, and you're like, oh, I wanna buy this, but you're like, how can I take a loss on this to move something over to here, and just flipping the coin. If my loss here is going to, if this gain over here is going to outshine the loss that I'm taking on this. And I think sometimes you just have to make those moves. I personally had to make those moves because I believed in these companies, not these companies, just the certain companies. We're never going to sit here and just push the coins that we ourselves buy and hoping that we're going to raise something up. We're very, very specific. And we want to give you honest, solid information, things that can help all of us out for the future. This is my grandma, my dad, whomever. I'm obviously not going to steer them wrong. I'm not going to steer you wrong. Exactly. So it's just like this information that we're spewing is it's real stuff, okay? We're not going to do that to you. So anyway, it's like, it's hard to make some of these moves. It was hard. It was a hard decision. I'm like, it was gut-wrenching, but it's just like, I believe in this company. I believe in the future of these. I believe that this is a solid enough and stable enough platform for me to take a hit on this and make a little move over to here. And it's.
I'm glad you brought that up in terms of, well, am I going to make up for on the peanuts what I lost on the bananas? What really? Yeah, thanks, Dad. Totally stole that one. What is that fine line in terms of? Am I going to make more here? Am I going to make more there?
Right.
Guys, there's 1,500 plus coins, and there's more coming out every day. And the way that I've been looking at it is, am I moving forward? Is it, I lost a 10 times gain over here, and I only got a 3 times gain over here. The sky is falling. I'm freaking out. Talk about a first world problem, right? Oh my gosh, I only made 300% instead of 10,000. I'm gonna hurt somebody. But that's the way
roll.
that's the way a lot of these people are looking at this.
Absolutely.
And you really can't look in the rearview mirror too long in terms of, did I make the right move? Am I still moving forward? That's one of the most important things. But also, in making these decisions, should I switch here? Should I move over here? You really want to take a look at your investing goals. Me personally, I saw my portfolio drop 650%. Let me take a deep breath. 650% in the last week and a half. Now,
and mine was right there with it. Okay, please continue. But you see, we're still smiling here.
That's right.
We haven't stretched our necks too far. We don't. I think that's where you're going with this. You
want to be careful if you're the one thinking about mortgaging your home or selling your second home and buying into Bitcoin at $19,000. You really want to have a clear enter and a clear exit for a lot of these coins. And most people don't realize, but you're not really going to see those mistakes until you've made them. You're
and
really,
successful
really
people,
not.
it is known. Okay, YouTube, anything, Google anything about successful people. They failed more. The master has failed more than the student has even tried.
That's right.
It's because the student's afraid to try sometimes. We're afraid to make some of these moves. We're afraid to do these things until we actually, kind of get up and do it and just do it. We're never gonna know. And then as well, when we're faced with some of these things like, over the holidays, Bitcoin was going to be, it was going to be $100,000 or $50,000 before 2018. And it's just like, it went to about close to 20 and then just You know, so it's like, okay, well, your best friend or your colleague or your spouse, whatever it was, said, this is going to be a good investment and we should do this. And maybe you did. Maybe you followed through and all of a sudden your $20,000 hit 9. And then now you're thinking, Steve or Betty or Jerry, whatever, whomever it is that gave you this advice, maybe it was someone on the internet, maybe it was us to use Aaron's, you know, whoever it was, you know, it's something that's extremely important, I think, when we're talking about this stuff is, one, believing in yourself, being so authentic to yourself that I'm going to take in opinions of other people, but ultimately I'm the one that's going to click the button. I'm the one that's rigging my bank account to this system. Yes. I'm the one that's doing this, you know, and I can take in advice. And I'm going to be honest with this guy. This is why we started this show. Every single coin that this guy has said, Aaron, look into this. It's gone through the roof every single time. And if at that moment, if I would have said, okay, I'm going to believe you and put in $100 or whatever I have to spend, I would be up so high, you know, and I'll be honest, what I personally did is he would say, check this out. And I say, okay, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna sit here and watch it for a minute. And you know what it did? It went up. And then what I do, I'm like, well, my pride now, I can't buy it now when it's just doubled from $2.50 to $5 or from, you know, $500 to $1,200, you know, it's just like, and you kind of get your pride messes with you a little bit, but sometimes you have to trust yourself. There's going to be tons of advice, tons of people telling you what you should do, what to invest in, how to live your life, the things you should say, the things you shouldn't say and do. Trust yourself right now.
And a lot of that really goes to show I've put many, many hours of my waking life into research. I mean, it's not to say that I've closed my eyes and thrown a dart at a blank wall or anything like that. You do your research, you can really make some fantastic, sound decisions. And you want to see what you want to connect it with the coin that you're doing. What solution does it solve? Or I'm sorry, what problem does it solve? You want to see if they have a team surrounding that coin that can actually carry out their vision. Do they have an active roadmap? Are they actually releasing on time? Is the development pulling through? What's the social media like? Like, do they have an active social media face?
That's important.
In this volatile market, it's almost more important because of the mass perception of the social media. So what's the community like? I mean, you see the community of XVG or Verge with their Wraith protocol and things like that. I mean, there's 20,000 people in every one of these groups that I'm in on Facebook. And you really have this solid foundation of individuals, and you can see where some of the stability in the actual coin price comes from.
Right.
So you really want to take into effect not just what the coin does, but the development teams, the roadmaps. You want to do your homework, and we're going to talk about this probably till we're blue in the face. But
that's why we're also here. Is we're doing this homework for you, so we're going to try to give you the most honest information. And just like he looks at these crypto charts, I stare at astrology charts. You know, it's like we put in a lot of time both in our own craft, and when we sit here and talk about stuff for months ahead of creating the show, it was just like, this makes a lot of sense. You know, there's so much that coincide in these two worlds that it's just like,
absolutely.
Okay, man, I trust him, he trusts me, and hopefully we're going to give you, we're going to give you the information that's just trustworthy stuff. So hopefully we develop a relationship as well. So you trust us and you know that what we're saying is going to stick to the wall when you throw it. You know, these noodles are good.
Absolutely. And we're going to take a look at some of those coins here. We've done some marks here. We're going to take price points from the beginning of 2018, and we're going to closely match up what's happening and what's growing the fastest all year round. We're really going to be bringing you guys a variety of different information, and hopefully in a way that hasn't been seen before, just to give you guys another perspective into the crypto.
We're going to go chart to chart, where eventually we're going to have this set up where you're going to see the astrology chart and dates, where everything is at, right next to the crypto chart. We've been doing this stuff for months. Let me tell you, it's
scary.
It's scary. It's so weird. You know, like we're still figuring all this stuff out as far as how the show goes. But once you see these charts, because you're just like, what the heck does astrology have to do with cryptocurrency? Everything. Everything. And let me also tell you too, like just as a disclaimer, we're not talking about the back of the Metro Times or Mountain Times horoscopes, okay? We're not talking about sun sign astrology. We're talking about evolutionary astrology, where the planets are in every aspect, every single day. and where they are throughout history and how history ties these things in as these repeating patterns happen. Okay, so this is very, very different than like, well, I'm a Capricorn, so does that mean this is stable for me? You know, it's like, okay, that's a loaded question, Capricorn. Where's your Venus? Where's your Mars? Where's your rising sign? Where's your moon at? You know, and everything matters, and everything matters, and the more we keep talking about it, the more you see it, you'll just know it.
One of the main things that I've seen with the astrology and the planets is the effect of the planets on the mass psychology. And when you're looking at a chart in terms of mass psychology, like the total market cap of cryptocurrency and how it ties into the planets. And once we get these charts out, we'll be able to show these things to the day, these dips and these retrogrades and how they coincide. It's really something amazing.
It's cool. It's cool. We're going to show you more of that stuff in the future. Hopefully next week we get that chart-to-chart stuff up and going. But until then, take a look at, again, what is structure, what is future-proof. We're moving, our Venus is money. Venus is our planet 11 money, okay? She is moved into Aquarius today, the sign of the future, the breakthroughs, the revolutions, the revelations, okay? What coin makes sense? Jump on that. Make some good decisions. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you buy.
Buy what you believe. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
Don't forget to hit the little bell so you know when we got new videos, because we are going to be pumping them out. They're coming out twice a week right now. We're hopefully going to double those numbers, 4 to 5 videos a week, hopefully every single day.
We can't wait.
And we also have the True Wisdom card of the day. All right. Here's the spread for you, my friend.
No, we're just going with the top one.
Top one.
Perfect. Don't panic. Douglas Adams, words of the wise. You guys have seen the Red Sea. We're finally breaking through again. Congratulations to all you guys that have been holding those coins and not letting go and letting fear strike you. And that's something that we're looking to see. We can't wait for this bright future ahead of us.
And it is. We have plenty of time. Again, we're still figuring out what these coins are. We're still figuring out what's gold, what's diamonds, what's rubies, what's ruples, what's bitcoins, what's ethereums. We're still figuring all that stuff out. Right now, there's a lot of money to be made. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. It's all going green. We'll see you next time.
Cryptocosm.